Dear friends, in this video we will discuss about roles and responsibility of plant and machinery professional. We request all viewer to spares your valuable time for view all messages in this video. Major question in all professional is 1. How to grow fast. 2. How to improve job satisfaction. 3. How to increase your salary. This video will answer to all query in this regards. For professional and student either working in construction sector or ambition of joining in construction sector are required to upgrade his knowledge, YouTube channel Infra Mechanizer will provide framework for the same. If you need PDF version message discuss of this video, then please write your name, mobile and email in comment section. We will provide either by WhatsApp or email. Without wasting more time, now we are starting our main agenda. Today's agenda. 1. What is role and responsibility? 2. What is the impact of not having defined responsibilities? 3. What are the benefits of defining responsibilities? 4. How do I start defining your responsibilities? 5. What is the responsibilities of construction plant and machinery professional? 6. Management of construction plant and equipment. What is role and responsibility? Roles and responsibilities are the terms that define someone's position in an organization. It provides clarity and alignment to ensure a seamless work process. A role refers to one's position within an organization that helps build trust among team members. A responsibility describes specific tasks and duties a person is accountable for to achieve their team's goals. What is the impact of not having defined responsibilities? When the people involved in delivering content aren't clear on what they need to do, two main issues arise. Gaps in responsibilities, some tasks aren't completed and bottlenecks happen. Overlap in responsibilities, resulting in duplication of work and wasted effort. Following are major issue due to not defined roles and responsibility. 1. Work-related stress. Missing role clarity and role confusion exacerbate work-related stress on part of the concerned employee. 2. Lack of clarity. Poor role definition arises from a lack of clarity in workers' objectives, key accountabilities, their co-workers' expectations of them, and the overall scope or responsibilities of their job. 3. Work conflict. A lack of clearly defined roles can result in necessary work being left undone. Unclear roles often result in conflict over who needs to take on the work. Instead of spending their time doing productive work, employees waste energy on managing team relationships or resolving conflicts. 4. Low motivation. Conflicts over roles can cause employees to lose motivation and ultimately feel unempowered. 5. Job dissatisfaction. The inability to achieve goals and KPIs due to unclear direction or overlapping roles leads to a culture of stagnation, frustration, or even high employee turnover, consequently job dissatisfaction. 6. Low productivity. The impact of unclear roles and responsibilities in the workplace can result in decline in productivity. What are the benefits of defining responsibilities? Clearly defining roles and responsibilities can help professional in many ways. Let's look at some benefits. 1. Increased productivity. When key responsibilities are assigned and professional understand priority of responsibility, overall team productivity and individual productivity will improve. 2. Improve hiring process. When clarity in job responsibilities, then hire search suitable team members and explain job roles to candidates will be easy. 3. Boost team morale. Defining and understanding of roles and responsibilities can boost team morale because everyone will have a task to accomplish. 4. Everyone knows what's expected. When roles are defined, people know what they are doing and understand how their responsibilities fit into the bigger goals of the entire team. They are more likely to take ownership of what they need to accomplish. 5. Collaboration is a key action. When roles are communicated among the entire team, it nurtures mutual respect and work together more effectively to achieve positive outcomes. 6. Communication flows better. When everyone understands each other's roles and responsibilities, they know who they should go to with specific questions. Team members can go straight to the source when they clearly understand who is responsible for what. How do I start defining your responsibilities? Generally, in all major organizations, responsibility of each role is defined, but if you want to grow fast, or you want higher job satisfaction, or you want to increase your salary, then you have to take additional pain. This will provide minor benefit in short term and major benefit in long term. You have to redefine your responsibility with performance criteria based on your core function and organizational target. Following are the steps of redefine your responsibility. 1. Identify the core function. The first step is to identify the core function of that role. This is important as it will help you define how that role fits within the larger organizational structure. 2. Determine what needs to get done. Make a list of all the tasks that need to be completed. The following steps will help in redefine of your responsibilities at both the organizational and project level. What are the various tasks that need to get done? Some questions you can ask to identify these tasks include: times were past projects completed successfully? Times if not, what could have been done better? Times what tasks are still on your team's to-do list? Times what tasks does each team member complete daily? Times when you know how much work needs to get done, you can plan tasks properly. 3. Identify gaps in responsibilities. After creating your to-do list, compare and contrast these tasks with what team members are doing. This comparison will help you identify any gaps in responsibilities. When you identify gaps in responsibilities, these gaps become your starting point for you and team realignment. You can then move team members back to their intended roles and figure out who should take over any additional tasks they were handling. 4. Get feedback from your team members as well as your customer. Asking for feedback can provide you with more insight into how to create functional team roles and responsibilities. By asking your team and customer for feedback, you are also showing them that you care about their opinion and insight. This will help foster a healthy discussion of their expectations within the company. 5. Set your own goals. Don't wait around for someone else to create goals for you. When there are unclear job responsibilities, set your own goals based on what works need to be done. 6. Actively communicate. Just because there are unclear job responsibilities doesn't mean responsibilities don't exist. Organize a meeting or informally inquire about opportunities to take on greater responsibility. Staying in touch with your team and customer shows initiative and may result in your getting more responsibilities. 7. Focus on professionalism. You may have a general idea of the work that is expected but not the targets or levels of productivity. With unclear job responsibilities and targets, some employees are tempted to coast. They play too much, hang out in the break room, and lack concentration on work tasks. Don't let lack of standards lead to complacency. Focus on your own desire to project a professional presence and to establish healthy work habits that aid in your current role as well as in future ones. 8. Cope with the stress. As with other factors that cause work stress, you need to maintain adequate work-life balance. Don't let undefined job expectations hang over your head at home or in personal endeavors. Stay healthy and keep your job in perspective. Enjoy your work relationships and parts of the job for which you have a passion. 9. Identify strengths and weaknesses. Noticing your team's strengths and weaknesses is a great way to assign responsibilities as they pertain to their job descriptions. At the same time, it's important to remember that employees should always be learning and expanding their skill set on the job. 10. Explain the skills required and the tasks. You need to be very clear about the skills required for your responsibility and the tasks they'll have to perform. Ideally, when defining the skills required for a specific role, you'll want to create a mix between both soft and hard skills. Soft skills are general skills that come naturally to people, such as leadership, effective communication, or time management. Hard skills, on the other hand, are skills that you require to complete a specific job. Both soft and hard skills complement each other, and it's important that the job description reflects that. Once you have that down, you can list the day-to-day responsibilities and tasks required to perform. 11. Identify your skills. To learn what soft skills and hard skills you'll need for jobs you are interested in, you can times check the job description. Times take a look at our job profiles. Times talk to people you know about their job. Times to identify your skills and decide what skills to develop. Times think about what you do in your current job. Times reflect on your past education and work experiences. Times think about the skills you have gained. Times talk to people who know you well outside of work for a different perspective. Times write down a list of strengths and areas you'd like to improve. 12. Improve your skills. Improving the right skills can make you a better candidate for the job you want. New skills may even take you in a completely different career direction. Times work on your skills gaps. Times you could work on improving your times digital skills. Times people skills, for example, through volunteering. Times interview skills. Times courses and training. You could gain new skills by doing a course, an apprenticeship, or learning on the job. For help deciding your next step and whether further training is for you, you can speak to an advisor. You could also contact your local times colleges, times library, times training providers. Taking a course does not have to be a full-time commitment. There are flexible ways to learn, like times online learning, times short courses, times explore free online courses, times volunteering and work experience. Volunteering can help you to develop new skills and get useful work experience. It's also a good way to support your community and help others. 13. Teach yourself. You can learn new skills and build your knowledge on your own. You could times use teach yourself style books and CDs. Times listen to podcasts from professional organizations. Times watch videos online. Times join online communities for specific skills. All professional has to identify his skill and method for improve of same, maintain of skill gap. Detail is advisable for effective self-assessment and improvement done. 14. Make a career plan. Set yourself some smart goals when deciding your next steps. These should be times specific, times measurable, times achievable, times relevant, times time-bound. With these in mind, you can create a plan of action. Think about the time you can give to your goals, taking into account your develop your plan with a long-term aim and short-term goals so you can break up your time. You should think about all the different routes you could take to get to your career aim. All professional wanted to grow has to create career milestone for every year on quarterly basis. And also short-term goal and long-term goal on period of 1 year, 3 year, 6 year and 9 year and so on. What is the responsibilities of construction plant and machinery professional? Responsibilities of plant and machinery professional is divided into following major responsibility heads. 1. Technology. Construction technology is a collection of various tools, applications, software and machinery that companies use during the various phases of a construction project. These tools and machines help companies to improve the productivity, safety, quality and reduce cost and wastage of their methods and processes. Responsibility. Times to explore and implement latest technology for better services and cost control. Times preparation of technical comparison statement for P&M assets. 2. Deployment. The mobilization and deployment of your own or hire plant and equipment and tools effectively to your job sites is having major impact on bottom line of project. Responsibility. Times to facilitate the relocation of machinery depending upon the requirement. Times allocate resources effectively and fully utilize assets to produce optimal results. 3. Disposal. Equipment disposal refers to both physically removing from a department or removing of the item from active inventory, relieving the department of accountability for reporting and tracking. Responsibility. Times to monitor the plant and equipment scrap management and disposal. Times to review the status of obsolete and surplus equipment. Times to identify and propose equipment for disposal with all reasons. Times collect and analyze information to find appropriate places for managing waste. 4. Standard. The term standards typically refers to published documents that are intended to define the common specifications, methods and procedures and targeted consumption and productivity data that are to be used. Responsibility. Times develops, coordinates and enforces systems, policies, procedures, productivity and consumption standards. Times design maintenance strategies, procedures and methods to help maintenance, installation and commissioning. Times develop systems and processes that track and optimize productivity and standards, metrics and performance targets to ensure effective return on assets. 5. Statutory. Statutory obligations are those obligations that do not arise out of a contract but are imposed by law. Responsibility. Times maintenance of proper information and documentation for statutory, RTO-related documents for company-owned and hired P&M as per law. 6. Budget. Budget means, with respect to any construction plant and equipment, is the projected amount of statutory, inventory, manpower, operations and maintenance expenditures, in form and substance satisfactory to investor. Responsibility. Times to contribute in increasing bottom line. Times administer all financial functions of facility and prepare all required budgets and forecast same as per required budget. Times ensure adherence to all time frame and budget and assist to maintain all plant and equipments. 7. Operation. Equipment operation management allows companies to better understand how much of their equipment is being used at any given time. This can help eliminate unnecessary rentals, maximize productivity and provide better insight into overall equipment costs. Responsibility. Times to ensure optimum availability and uptime of P&M as per target benchmark. Times to ensure effective utilization of all P&M as per target benchmark. Times increase production, assets capacity and flexibility while minimizing unnecessary costs and maintaining current quality standards. Times to ensure that no equipment is lying idle. 8. Maintenance. Equipment maintenance management is the application of best practices to increase equipment uptime and avoid unplanned downtime and ensures efficient operation as per schedule with lowest maintenance expenses. Responsibility. Times to ensure regular and timely maintenance of plants and machinery. Times monitoring and commissioning plant and systems. Times preparation of preventive maintenance schedules for vehicles and equipment. Times maintains and updates breakdown record of all equipment and suggest ways to minimize breakdown period. Times to ensure there is continuous cover of the machinery and equipment in case of breakdowns. 9. Coordination. To coordinate with all stakeholders for fulfilling project site requirements, identify gaps and allocate equipment accordingly. Responsibility. Times to coordinate with the site manager and workshop manager for identifying availability of equipments for fulfilling project site requirements, identify gaps and allocate equipment accordingly. Times solving complex problems with execution departments, subcontractors, suppliers and customers. Times plan, organize, direct and run optimum day-to-day operations to exceed our customers' expectations. Times to coordinate with the transportation team for ensuring timely delivery at the site. 10. Inventory. Spare part inventory refers to a list of stock items required for efficient operation and maintenance for reduction in downtime, and spares and consumable is available in right quantity and right time with minimum cost, so they can fix equipment failures without needing to order and then wait for a part to be delivered. Responsibility. Times to regularly review inventory statements for critical and key spare parts and equipments. Times to ensure a reconciliation of physical inventory of equipment with the database records. 11. Procurement. Spare parts procurement is to procure item just in time with low cost so that we reduce downtime of plant and equipment. Responsibility. Times to regularly identify new vendors for the organization for procurement of equipment. Times to negotiate consumable, lubricant and spares cost with existing new vendors on a yearly basis to ensure cost optimization for the organization. Times to aid in preparation of monthly equipment procurement and allocation plans. Times to propose procurement of machinery as per requirement for the project site in case of non-availability equipment from existing inventory. Times to ensure adherence to the budget for all capital purchases. 12. Vendor. Vendor management is a term that describes the processes organizations use to manage their suppliers, who are also known as vendors. Vendor management includes activities such as selecting vendors, negotiating contracts, controlling costs, reducing vendor-related risks, and ensuring service delivery. Responsibility. Times to maintain good working relationships with all the vendors to ensure adherence to timelines and quality, monitor performance and quality of the vendors. 13. Hired equipment. Hire equipment means any equipment, goods, and materials provided by seller to buyer on a hire basis as part or forming the whole of the work. Responsibility. Times bill and work orders verification for hiring prior to payment. Times prepares monthly report for all hired equipment and machines. 14. Safety. Construction safety management is essential to protect employees from safety hazards, protect the public in the surroundings, and keep the job on track and schedule. Promoting safety cultures on construction sites protects everybody related to the project. Responsibility. Times to define innovative and new strategies for reducing delivery turnaround times while ensuring plant equipment safety. Times designing and implementing equipment modifications to help improve safety and reliability. Times to ensure proper housekeeping and cleaning at workshop facilities, equipment parking yard and plant site. Times to ensure implementation of safe operation and maintenance practice. 15. Audit. A operation and maintenance audit is a comprehensive and systematic review of an plant and equipment operation, maintenance, inventory, and processes. It evaluates how activities and standards are maintained, such as in-house facilities and repair processes. Audits help to ensure optimum O&M cost and productivity, quality, health, and safety at your facilities. Responsibility. Times investigating and testing ideas to improve existing systems or to overcome machinery problems. Times ensure conducting and overseeing maintenance and operation process audits. Times to ensure carry out quality inspections on jobs. 16. Training. Training in operation and maintenance of construction plant and equipment is a type of training that aims to ensure health and safety in the use, supervision or management of work equipment at construction sites. It involves learning the methods, risks and precautions when using different types of equipment, such as chainsaws, lift trucks, machinery, etc. Responsibility. Times maintains staff by recruit, select, orienting, training and discipline employees. Times training staff on equipment operating and maintenance procedures with safe practice. Times share a trusting relationship with work group and recruit, manage and develop plant staff. Times to ensure preparation of daily, weekly, monthly reports. Management of construction plant and equipment. Head plant and machinery is responsible for overall management of construction plant and machinery. Generally, role of head plant and machinery is vice president or general manager. Head plant and machinery is supported by one or more senior manager and deputy manager based on total asset value of construction plant and machinery and based on number or project. One or more person of role assistant manager, senior engineer, junior engineer report to every person of role senior manager and deputy manager. One or more person of role foreman or supervisor report to every person of role assistant manager, senior engineer. A group of mechanic, operator and other operative staff report to foreman or supervisor. Each role is having specific responsibility in line with major responsibility head. Friends, we discuss about roles and responsibility about construction professional, plant and machinery. We need to understand that unless we are aware about our responsibility in broad sense, we will not be able to perform well. Also, we will not be able to self-access the set of required skill for better performance. We request all to mention your view and requirement in comment section of YouTube video. Also like and share to your friend. If you need PDF version message discuss of this video, then please write your name, mobile and email in comment section. We will provide either by WhatsApp or email. Also subscribe our YouTube channel Infra Mechanizer. This is 100% free.